This week is all about checking off the list of things that I needed to get done. Happy Sunday! It is a very quiet and peaceful Saturday here in the neighborhood without cars going by constantly, and everybody's just out taking their walks and with their families on their bikes. It's very peaceful. In fact, I'll give you a secret. I'm still in my pajama bottoms. We haven't even opened up all of the rooms and put out the swings yet. It's about 11 a.m. and people are still sleeping. But I wanted to get up and check out the garden this morning. So let's go. So as you can see, one of the things that I wanted to check off my list this week was getting the rest of this tomato wall up and staked. And I have done that. And I have done that by using the little tiny bamboo branches as my stakes. So I saved quite a bit of money, used what was in my yard. And I'm very happy. And you can see here that the tomato plants are producing. So that's very exciting. I'm very happy for that. One of the other things that I wanted to get done this week was to get some of the dead grass and stuff cleared off of this fence. And so I have also done that. There's the lemon balm that we planted a few weeks ago. It is coming back, so I think it will create a nice bush there. And yeah, so I got all that cleaned up over here. Doesn't that look nice? We'll have some nice privacy once the calusa grows up. And the critters are still munching on the throwaway garden, so it's still doing its job. So I'm excited about that. My hubby's been very busy. You've noticed all the green is gone. He's been doing some painting and sealing here before the rains come in. So we've done the back of the building and the front of the building, and then he was working on the shed. So it looks nice, doesn't it? So let's just take a look at the tomato. Everything's about tomatoes these days, right? Now let's take a look at the strawberry. So it's starting to stand up. Don't see any blooms on it yet. The broccoli, look at how great the broccoli has sprouted. It's just amazing. I mean, let's look here. This was the original. I just don't think I'm going to do seedlings anymore. This was the original seedling that took me like, what, 2 weeks to get to that. And then I planted it and I planted the seeds, and you can see here, this plant is just as big as this plant. So it liked being out here. And here with the carrots, in fact, just this morning, I just saw, if you can see it, the carrots are starting to sprout up. So I'm very excited about that. Yeah, so that's good. This one's still empty, and this one I've been digging dirt out of for other reasons, and you'll see that in just a minute as we walk over here to the containers. And one of the other things that I did was I did go ahead and trim up the lemon balm. We finished doing that, and I've got two bags of dried lemon balm leaves, so I'm very happy about that, and it looks really nice, and you can see it looks all lush and green again. And more of the purple leaves. And here is the carrots. I keep finding holes in the leaves, like something's coming in there and sleeping at night. But look how exciting the lettuce is doing. It's doing very well. These are the beefsteak tomatoes that I have said that I was going to transplant for quite a while now. So I went ahead and did that. And I'm still not 100% sure that they are beefsteak tomatoes, so we will find out. I do see a little tiny flower that's going to open there, so we'll be able to know soon. In the meantime, I did take the rest of the beefsteak tomato seeds that I had and planted them over here in this empty area. So either way, hopefully we'll have something. The peas now are almost all the way up to the top part of the fence. I don't know much about the peas, so I'm curious and fun to watch them start to grow and produce. Here's my other bucket of lettuce doing very well. And then speaking of lettuce, one of the things that I wanted to do, and as you can see here, there's lots of space for the lettuce to grow up before it even reaches the top, which is kind of what I did over here. And what was kind of nice is that the leaves were holding themselves up. But as I was using it and creating some little holes, the stems, and I'll put a video right now. Okay, so why the lettuce looks really, really, really healthy up here, which it actually is. The stems have been growing, because what I've been eating on this for more than a month now, so tall that things were starting to get kind of lengthy, and underneath this was sort of starting to happen. So what I've done is, and I haven't done this side yet, but this side was a little denser. You can kind of see how tall these these little guys have gotten. So over here I have gone in and added some dirt to try to build it up. Yeah. So that's what I'm doing. Yeah, see, look at this one. It's just so long. So, trying to make it last as long as possible, because these guys got to still catch up. So you can see what I'm saying. So look at how nice this looks. It's still kind of getting back up from me mashing all the leaves, but we did get the dirt all the way back up there, and it looks very nice and strong. So I'm excited about that. Something's back to eating my peppers, so I'm kind of giving up on the peppers for now. We're gonna have to come up with another method of growing the peppers, I think. And my Roma tomato plant has more tomatoes on it than it ever has. But I'm not really encouraged by that, because as soon as they get big enough, somebody comes and eats them all. But yeah, I'm excited about the way it's producing, so that's making me happy. And the original tomato vine is definitely thinning out, so I'm going through and just taking the last of the tomatoes as they ripen, and then cutting back the stems so that it will grow better. Plus, look at all of these little tomato plants that have been popping up from the tomatoes that fall on the ground. This was from one that I cut yesterday. This wasn't a critter or anything. This was me cleaning it up. And then we did some fertilizing yesterday. So I'm hoping that all of that will kick in, and we'll have some good produce to eat. Hello, little lizard. All right, so that's going to do it for me for this week. I really hope that everybody's staying at home. They're staying relaxed. And we're all going to get through this. Please come back next week and see how my garden has grown. And we'll see you real soon. You're really just not getting enough screen time, are you? You're just following me around and you're